If you have been with me for any length of time, you know that I am a stay-at-home mom and I have 7 children. This means that I do have to live within a certain financial parameter. And you know one question I get a lot? How? How can you possibly do that in today's culture? So today, I'm just going to share 5 ways we save money. After this many years, it's not hard. But I realize that for many, it would seem nigh impossible to stay at home with your kids. The biggest thing I would like to inspire you with is that it is possible. If this is something that you and your husband have determined is important for your family, I want to be an encouragement to you. It is possible. Hello, all my beautiful families out there. I am Danielle, homeschooling mother of 7. We are talking about budgeting. No, we are talking about saving money. Are you ready? Number 1, don't buy snacky foods. Yes, I don't buy chips in those little individual packages. I don't buy the little fruits in the neatly segregated bins where you can just pull off the plastic and it's so easy to snack on. It is just not cost effective for 7 kids. I think we can all agree that children would rather eat a pack of chips than carrots. What? Children would rather have chips. They would rather have Cheez-Its. They would rather have fruit snacks. Yes, they would rather have fruit snacks. So I don't buy snacks. Do my kids have snacks? Yes, but those snacks consist of bananas, carrots, vegetables, string cheese, things that they can eat pretty much at any time of the day, except right before dinner. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit it hard right off the bat. Number 2 is don't eat out. There are very, very few times throughout the year that we spend money in that area. And you guys can just imagine, if I take my family out and their meals only cost, let's say, $10 a piece, right off the bat, that's $90 just to walk in the door. And that's not even counting tip and tax and drinks. So do we ever eat out? Yes. One of the special things we do with our kids when it's their birthday is my husband takes the particular child to breakfast, and it is super special for the child. They know they get to go out early, like at 6:30, and get a big breakfast with their dad. And it is a special part of their day and a special part of their year. But if we ate out even just once a month, and let's say it costs $120, and that is the bare minimum. Sometimes the library does an incentive reading program, and if the kids read a certain amount of books, then they get a certificate for In-N-Out Burger or another fast food place, and we'll do that. And it's fun and motivating for the kids. I know that sometimes it's nice to pay for convenience, and eating out is super convenient. In fact, I would love to eat out more only because I'm the one that does the cooking. I'm the one in the kitchen. But it is an expense that if you are looking to cut expenses right off the top, let it go. And it's funny sometimes the looks of pity I get when I talk to people about what we have established as our way of doing things as a family. To me, it's funny because I'm living my dream. And yeah, is there sacrifice? Of course. Is the sacrifice worth it to live your dream? I would have to say yes. I'm getting to stay at home with my kids. I'm getting to parent my kids. I'm getting to school my kids. And so I have to cut back on certain areas. All right, number 3. You're just gonna love me. Don't buy clothes. Oh, what? Yeah. Only buy what you need and try not to buy new. Now, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but I'm always looking at yard sales. I'm looking at thrift stores. So my kids are not lacking in any way. We have determined in our family to live by a certain set of rules so that we can do things our way, so that we can homeschool, so that I can be home with you. And sometimes that requires sacrifice. So I'm able to instill in them the lessons that I have learned myself as a mom. We have to sacrifice in order to live this lifestyle. And it is a wonderful lifestyle. But does that mean that we don't get all the newfangled stuff, all the name brand shoes and the sweaters? Yeah, it does. And is that a sacrifice we're willing to make? For the most part, even my children, my young children will say, yes, it is. And let me talk about clothes for myself and my husband. Because my husband is working, he buys whatever he needs for his work. He just tries to be intentional with his purchases. And for me, I would say I don't buy trends. I buy out of need for myself and not out of want. And I understand if you're in the workforce and you are needing to have business dress, there is a higher expectation for you. For me, my expectation is low, and the people around me, they expect to be fed, they expect to be loved, and they don't care so much about what I look like, what I dress like. We all just have to determine what our priorities are and then make decisions according to our priorities. So let's just be honest, if I need a bra, I buy a bra. But if I already have 5 pairs of jeans and I see a cute pair of jeans, no, I don't buy them. All right, number 4, you guys, cut subscriptions. I read that The average American has 17 subscriptions. Wow. So even if the average American was to have 10 subscriptions and they only cost $5 a month, that would still be $50 a month that you could just easily cut. A lot of times, people do not use the subscriptions they have. So what I recommend is you just write down all the subscriptions you have, and then you take a couple weeks and you say, okay, every day I'm going to cancel one of these subscriptions. If you really take a good look at what you are doing with your subscriptions, you will notice that you do not use them as much as makes the subscription worth it. So there's Netflix and Disney and Amazon Prime and Audible and dozens of TV streaming subscriptions. And even if you use some of them, in order to cut back and budget a little bit, cut them out for a while, cut them out for a year. A lot of times you're going to find you don't need them. We don't have cable TV or any subscriptions. So if we want to watch TV, we either watch the DVDs we already have, or you can go to the library, you can rent, you can hook your computer up to your TV and watch something that is free online. There are options. I know that it is so fun to have the convenience of being able to watch anything you want, but let's just weigh things out. What are we putting value on here? Is it your dreams? Is it living your dreams? Then it's worth it to sacrifice some things. And finally, don't buy specialty drinks. I know this is controversial because people love their coffees, but honestly, the amount of money that is spent by going to get your Starbucks or your specialty drink throughout the week, maybe it's every day, maybe it's just a couple times a week, it's a lot of money. So if you're working on a budget, that is one of the things you right away cut. And honestly, if you really love a certain drink, learn to make it at home. It would be more cost effective for you to buy the necessary tools, one-time purchase, and make your specialty coffee drink at home and have it every day than for you every day to drive out and get your $6 or $7 or even $8 drink every single day. And just doing the math, if your drink is only $5, which oftentimes if you go to Starbucks, it's not just $5. And let's just multiply that by 30. That's $150 a month on a specialty drink. And I get it. I love coffee, so I'm not dissing the coffee. And there was a season where I was going to Starbucks probably 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, guys. I've never understood the bar scene because honestly, if you want to meet someone quality, bar is not the place to do it. It's just astounding the amount of money people spend on drinks at the bar. So just all specialty drinks, don't buy them. You're going to spend $18 at the bar for a rum and Coke. That just doesn't make sense. And maybe I've just gotten old and I want meaningful conversation and meaningful relationships. And you're going to get that at church and events where you have a shared value of some kind, something that you're passionate about that's bringing people together. So just across the board, specialty drinks, don't buy them. Save money in that area. The markup price is so intense. I'm just giving the simplest form of saving money right now. We are not even getting into the deep stuff. It's possible to live your dreams. If you want to stay home with your kids, it's possible. There are so many ways to save money. And you can watch my other videos. I have a video about my family saving up to get Disneyland passes. I will put it right here. There are ways to do all the things that you want to do without breaking the bank. I'm Danielle. I hope you subscribe, and I will see you next time.